All right, what's up, guys? Mr. Cruz here to give you guys the rundown on ordering scientific notation. So, this is the last thing that we're going to be doing in terms of covering scientific notation. So, I know that this is one of the more complicated, probably the hardest, definitely the hardest topic that I feel we cover the first quarter. But this is it. After this, we're done. All right, so ordering scientific notation. So, when we're ordering numbers that are written in scientific notation, the only thing we have to do is the same thing when we talked about comparing them before. All we're looking at is the exponent. That's it. I'm just looking at the exponent. What is the exponent? Looking at the exponent will tell me what number is bigger than the other. I don't even care about anything else. However, if my exponents are the same, then I'm looking at my coefficient, right? This number is called the coefficient. The coefficient has to follow two rules. It has to be it has to be greater than or equal to 1, but it has to be less than 10. Pretty much there could only be one digit in the ones place when we're talking about numbers written in scientific notation. So again, we're looking at the exponent first, and if the exponents are the same, I'm looking at the coefficient. And then that's all I have to do in order to compare these two numbers, or compare any kind of number. So let's take this one. So we're doing it in descending order, right? Where it says descending. Another way to say descending is greatest to least. Let me turn my pen on here. So greatest to least. So I'm starting out with the biggest number. And again, all I'm looking at is my coefficient, or not my coefficient, my exponents here. So looking at these numbers, which of those numbers that I just circled is the biggest, right? It would be this one right here. So this one would be first. Next, I have 1, -7, and 3. 1 would be next. This one would be the next one. And then I would have, so descending, going from biggest to smallest. This one, oh, shoot. All right, I can't erase it. So this one would be third. And then this one would be fourth, right? Because -7 is going to be the smallest number out of all the numbers that we have here. That's it. This is literally all that you're doing. This is so easy. All right, let's go on to the next one. All I'm looking at, and let's go, right? We did it. We got it right. Good job. All right, next one. We're going to be ordering these in ascending order this time. Ascending means that you're going upwards. So I'm starting with the smallest and I'm going to the biggest number. So out of these exponents that we see here, which one is the smallest? I see that I have -7 for 2 of them. So that means those two numbers, those two exponents are the same. They're also the smallest ones that we have listed. So I'm looking at the coefficient next. So I'm looking at this number here. So out of these two, which is bigger, 8.012 or 8.1? 8.012 would be the bigger one. So actually, well, hold on. We're going in ascending. So we're going from smallest. I'm looking for the smallest one first. 8.1 is the smaller one out of those two numbers. So this one right here is going to be my first option. And I know since this one is also the same exponent and there's no other ones, this one has to be my second option. Next, between 4 and 9, which one is smaller out of those two? 4 is, so this is going to be third. And then this one right here is going to be fourth. All I'm looking at is the exponent. If the exponents are the same, I'm looking at the coefficient. All right, let's go. Uncle Snoop, let's get it. All right, last one. Check this out, though. What do we see here? We see that I not only have two numbers written in scientific notation, right? It gives me the exponents, but I have these two numbers here that are written in standard form. So I got to turn them from standard form into scientific notation, right? I have to give them an exponent so that I can see which one is going to be the appropriate one. So I'm going to start out with this one right here on my left. So I have 0.00012. I see where my decimal is right now, but I want that decimal to be in between the first number that is, or like after the first number that's not 0. So between that 1 and that 0, that's where I want it to be. So let's count the jump. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where I want that number to be. So down here, I'm going to write 1.02 times 10. And then my exponent is going to be -4 because my number started out with a decimal. So now I know that that one is going to be -4. Now this one, 200,000, my decimal is all the way at the end. See, can I get it? Can I get it? My decimal is all the way right here, and I want that decimal to be right behind the 2. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to write that number. So that's going to be 2. I could put 2.0, but I'm going to just write 2. 2 times 10, and this one's going to be to the 5th power. All right, now that I have all my exponents, I can order these numbers and find out which one is biggest to smallest. I didn't write it up here, but let's do this in descending order. Sending. So we're doing it from the biggest to the smallest. So out of these, the biggest one is going to be this one right here. So 200,000 is my biggest one. Next would be this one right over here, which is to the fourth power. And now I have -5 and -4. -4 is bigger, so that one's going to go third. And then this one right here is going to be -5. -5 is going to be my fourth one. All right. That is all you guys are doing on the assignment today. Good luck. Queen Riri approves. And again, just looking at the exponents, if the exponents are the same, I'm looking at the coefficient. But don't get mixed up. Don't get tricked up just because you see numbers in standard form. You know how to turn them into scientific notation to find out what the exponent and what the coefficient would be so that you can order and arrange them. All right. See you guys on the next assignment. Peace out.